Could you imagine standing around in a hot, dusty field for hours, running around in bulky clothes, getting ridiculed about everything you do? Never get told that you're doing a good job, but always that you're doing a horrible one. Does this sound like a fun weekend job you would enjoy? To most of you, if not all of you, the answer would be no. I've played softball for 10 years, competitively for about 6, and I've had my run-ins with some crazy umps. I've had tired umps, sick umps, lazy ump, and worst of all, biased umps. And there's nothing we can do about this. Umpires are unpredictable, and they always are going to be. But this doesn't just happen at the youth level. The MLB says 1 in 5 close calls are called wrong in the field, and 1 in 3 close pitches are called wrong. This can greatly affect the outcome of a game. If all numbers were cut down to all calls being correct, think how much smoother the games would go. There'd be less fights between fans and coaches, and even umpires. There's lots of talk in the baseball community right now about using computers to call pitches, but I'm focusing more on the field calls. I've researched many ways to make this technology work, and I think I've finally found a way. By using a thin, transparent touch sensor embedded into the base, by using a thin, transparent touch sensor embedded into the base, when the runner's foot hits the base, the time would be recorded. Nothing will look or feel different in the base or the field. Now we had to think about the people in the field. This was the hard part. I kept going back to the idea of a sound sensor hearing the ball hit the glove. But there's too many other variables such as if the other sounds. So I went back to the idea of the thin touch sensors. We could embed 1 into the glove and 1 into the base, so then the time when the ball hit the glove and the base at the same time would be recorded. Another conflict arose. Another conflict arose. How would we know if it was the fielder's or the runner's foot? But in softball there are 2 different bases, an orange and a white. So the fielder's base would be the white base, and the orange base would be the runner's base. There would be a panel in the base that would interpret these times of data and play out or safe over a loudspeaker. This would work well at both the higher and lower scale. As you can see, I've not worked out all the kinks, and if the system went down, or if we were to use this technology on a different base besides first base. This sounds like a big leap, but there's already so much technology in the baseball community. For example, they're using virtual reality to put fans in the game, biotracking, which is using biometers to interpret physical data, and StatCast, a motion tracking system using high-tech cameras. As you can see, this needs some things worked out, but if we go in with an open mind and it could be very beneficial. But this doesn't just happen with baseball. I found a conflict with baseball and fixed it using technology. But this doesn't just stop here. You can use this in many different ways, finding a problem and solving it with technology. The game of baseball could be totally different in 50 years, and there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to sit back and watch it happen.